I want to say hi to Colleen. I kept
Hi.
calling you Celine. Colleen, and this is Fadi.
Fadi, yeah.
How old is Fadi?
Fadi is 15 years old.
15 years old, and I'm seeing here he was born premature.
Yeah, 26-weeker.
And what happened? He was diagnosed
With spastic cerebral palsy.
And so...
It's a brain injury with the spine. Actually, it's an injury that affects his motor and mobility, actually.
And how was this discovered early on? When did this happen?
Because he's a 26-weeker, so he wasn't developed. His lungs were not developed, so he had some oxygen deterioration. That's why we were able to figure it out at an early age, actually.
And how much time has he spent here at the Children's since this was diagnosed?
Actually, we were in Lebanon, and we're Lebanese and Lebanese Canadians. That's why when he was diagnosed, we moved to Canada for him, actually.
Oh.
And since we arrived as immigrants, we felt that the hospital is our next home, actually.
So the best care, all the care he gets, you're getting here.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you know about the Montreal Children's?
Actually, I come from a medical family. My sister was a doctor at McGill, and my father is a professor, and everybody in my family are doctors. And we have so many doctors here in Montreal that they knew us back then, and then they suggested that we come to the Children's Hospital for the best care they ever give.
So they recognize this as one of the best children's hospitals in the world.
Exactly.
And that's the kind of treatment. So what happened with respect to how they treated the cerebral palsy, and what's his situation now?
The situation, actually, we're study. There's nothing we could do other than the only hope we have now on is stem cells implantation. And to do that, it's a lot. It's costly because of the research. It's not approved by Health Canada yet. Because of the research, they need to do more research. Mm-hmm. They need to do a lot of work with that. It's a big team. They are trying here at the hospital, but because of the lack of funding and because of the not so many people know about the stem cell, and they still a bit fishy and scary because it's a very long procedure with the spine and stuff like that, so it's a very prolonged procedure. But Fadi is registered to be the first one in Canada to receive this procedure if they got approved. I signed for that because I really believe in the health system here, and I really believe in his doctors, and with all the care they have given to me and my family, emotionally, psychologically, even physically, we feel like home.
It's a wonderful to hear you say that, number one. And number two, to consider that if the stem cell situation does in fact get better, this could change his life, conceivably.
It could change not only his life. I'm not talking about Fadi because he's my son. I'm talking about millions of children that could benefit from this, because this is the only hope. We can implant some cells from their body to reactivate the neurological system. And this is the only hope we have for now. And if we got approved, I promise you, my son would be the first ever patient in Canada to do this procedure. Because I trust doctors here, I trust the healthcare system, and what they have given me, if I stood hundreds of years, I wouldn't have this care for Fadi elsewhere, but here in the hospital and in Canada. So I'm very thankful to the hospital, to the Children's Foundation, to the Children's Hospital Foundation here in Montreal, to everyone who contributed in this project, to his neurological team that was following from day one up until now. And thank God we got a very, very caring group of people around us, from the social workers, from the doctors around us, and plus the support that we get from our friends and families. And one of the biggest support that we really get, I need to talk about her. Her name is Dr. Marie-Emmanuelle Delange. She's the director of the Stem Cell Project. So I want everybody to recognize the name. Please Google her name and try to figure out who she is, because she's doing a great job in this term. And if it gets approved, she's the one in Canada
Can I ask? I mean, it would be amazing if it happened, and obviously sooner rather than later. Is there any kind of a timeline that you can attach to that?
The sooner the better. Like if we get approved, tomorrow, after tomorrow, I'll assign my son for the surgery. The sooner the better. The better. I mean, we don't have a timeline for that, but the younger he is actually now,
Sure.
the better the healing would be.
Okay. I would ask a question as well with respect to what happens now as he's being treated. What do? You bring him back. What's his treatment now?
Actually, we got lucky enough. They treat him a lot in terms of neuro. He's followed in neuro. He's followed for Botox to reduce the spasticity. So there is a team for Botox. They do Botox for him. And he's now, because Fadi doesn't eat regular food, it's mashed food. So now it's better to give him his medication and his food through a pump. So they implanted a pump for him. He's now living with a pump.
Okay.
And we hope that with the stem cell, we'll be able to remove the pump, and he's going to be having a better life in this term, in terms of movement, because it affects his swallowing, it affects his muscles.
Yeah.
His muscle tone will get better.
Fadi, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And thank you for coming in. And I hope, fingers crossed, everybody has their fingers crossed that stem cell therapy will happen.
I hope it will work well.
Thank you. And best of luck to both of you. Thank you so much for coming by.